Most people speak their reality into existence without even realizing it. Every morning they wake up and say things like, "I am so tired. I am broke. I am unlucky in love," as if they are just reporting the news. But here is the truth. They are not reporting, they are programming. In the quantum field, words are not harmless sound vibrations. They are frequency commands that carry intention and identity. And of all the phrases you could ever speak, nothing is more potent, more dangerous, and more creative than the two words, "I am." Why? Because everything that follows "I am" becomes a declaration of self. And in the language of the universe, self and reality are the same thing. The field does not respond to what you want, it responds to what you are being.
This is why spiritual teachers for thousands of years, from ancient mystics to modern quantum thinkers, have pointed to "I am" as the key to creation. In the Bible, when Moses asked the divine for its name, the answer was simple: "I am that I am." That wasn't poetry, it was a revelation about the fabric of existence. It was a reminder that the essence of creation is self-definition. In quantum physics, this matches perfectly with the observer effect. What you identify as, you collapse into form. Every thought you repeat, every self-description you speak is an observation of yourself. And that observation is enough to alter your reality at the subatomic level. But here is the trap. Most people use "I am" unconsciously, and they use it against themselves. They attach it to temporary states as if they were permanent identities. "I am tired" becomes "I am someone who tires easily." "I am bad with money" becomes "I am someone who never has enough." And without realizing it, they lock themselves into these frequencies, like tuning a radio to static and wondering why the music never changes. This is not because the universe is punishing them, it is because the universe is obedient. The quantum field is like an infinite mirror. It reflects back the vibration you project, no matter what that vibration is.
Let's pause and look at what happens in your brain when you say, "I am." This is not just metaphysics, this is biology. When you attach the words "I am" to any concept, your brain treats it as a command to the nervous system. If you say, "I am anxious," your brain immediately signals the adrenal glands to release cortisol. Your heart rate increases. Your body prepares for a threat. You didn't just describe a feeling, you instructed your biology to embody it. Conversely, when you say, "I am calm," even if you don't feel it yet, the brain begins to search for neural pathways associated with calmness. It starts to down-regulate the stress response. This is called self-directed neuroplasticity. Your identity is not fixed in stone, it is wired in neurons. And "I am" is the code that rewrites the wiring. Most people let their environment dictate their "I am." They look at their bank account and say, "I am broke." They look at the empty side of the bed and say, "I am alone." But the master manifester does the opposite. They use I am to dictate their environment. They override the sensory input of the present moment with the frequency of the future. So here is the shift. When you speak I am, you are holding the pen that writes your reality. But the power of that pen is neutral. You can write limitations or possibilities. You can write fear or love. You can write struggle or flow. The universe does not edit your script. It simply produces the play exactly as you have written it. The tragedy is that most people have been conditioned to write tragedies. They have been told that humility means speaking small, that realism means expecting less, that truth means declaring only what you can see with your physical eyes. But in quantum creation, that is backward. You don't speak only what you see, you speak what you choose to see. You don't confirm your circumstances, you confirm your essence. This is where the concept of the God state enters. The God state is not about ego or superiority, it is about alignment. It is a state where your inner identity is so coherent, so deeply aligned with your desired reality that there is no gap between I am and what you experience in the physical world. In quantum mechanics, it is resonance. Your field matches the frequency of a reality, and by the law of energy, that reality has no choice but to match you back. This is not about begging the universe for a blessing. It is about embodying the blessing until the universe can't tell the difference. Imagine this like tuning forks. If you strike a tuning fork tuned to the note A, and there is another A nearby, the second fork will start to vibrate automatically. No pushing, no convincing, no effort, just resonance. The God state works exactly the same way. When you vibrate as the version of you who already has the health, the wealth, the love, the peace you desire, those realities start vibrating back in harmony with you. You are not trying to pull them in, they are drawn to you by the laws of the field. And here is the most important thing. Stepping into the God state begins the moment you stop using I am to describe your past and start using it to declare your chosen future as if it is already here. You stop saying, I am trying to heal, and you start saying, I am healed. You stop saying, I am working toward abundance, and you start saying, I am abundant now. At first, your mind will argue. It will tell you this is lying. It will say, look at your bank account. You are not wealthy. Stop lying to yourself. But in quantum creation, you are not lying. You are leading. You are leading your field, your body, your mind into coherence with a higher frequency. Think of a captain on a ship. If the ship is in a storm, the captain doesn't say, we are sinking. The captain says, we are steering through this. Is he lying? No. He is defining the outcome before it happens. Once coherence is established, reality has to follow. Stay with me, because what comes next will take this out of the realm of philosophy and into something you can activate in your daily life. Not someday, not after years of struggle, but starting the moment you finish hearing these words. That is when I am stops being just a statement and starts being the key that opens every door you thought was locked.
Most people think changing their life starts with changing their actions. They try new routines, new habits, new strategies. But if the identity behind those actions stays the same, nothing truly changes. In quantum manifestation, the identity, your I am, is the frequency transmitter. It is like the motherboard of your reality. Every action, thought, and feeling is just a program running on that board. If you don't change the motherboard, all the programs run the same way, no matter how many you install. This is why saying I am with intentionality is so powerful, because it rewrites the motherboard. Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches that when you consistently think and feel from a future identity, your brain begins to form new neural pathways as if that future is happening now. Bruce Lipton explains that your beliefs, your internal I am statements, directly influence the biochemistry of your body, turning genes on or off. And in quantum mechanics, David Bohm's concept of the implicate order mirrors this perfectly. The unseen blueprint, your identity, determines the unfolding of the visible reality, your life. But here is where it gets tricky. The subconscious is stubborn. If for years you have been telling yourself, I am unlucky, I am not enough, or I am always struggling, those programs run automatically, often without you even noticing. These phrases become like a background noise in your vibration, constantly sending a signal into the field that says, "This is who I am, send me proof." And the field obeys. This is why the first step to shifting into the God state isn't just saying new I am statements. It is catching and interrupting the old ones. Imagine someone who has been repeating I am bad with money for years. Even if they try to affirm I am wealthy every morning, the dominant subconscious program will keep overriding it. The quantum field reads the dominant frequency, not the one-off bursts of inspiration. So the work here is twofold. Reduce the power of the old identity, consistently embody the new one until it becomes the default. One of the simplest yet most overlooked ways to do this is through conscious interruption. The next time you catch yourself saying, I am tired, or I am broke, pause. Don't try to force a fake positive. Instead, shift into a state that feels neutral but aligned. Say, I am restoring my energy, or I am learning to manage money with ease. This small shift matters because it interrupts the old vibration without triggering resistance from your mind. Over time, you can elevate those statements into the full God state. I am vibrant. I am wealthy now. I am a magnet for abundance. Let's address the elephant in the room.
The mirror paradox. You stand in front of the mirror and say, "I am beautiful," or "I am powerful." But you feel silly. You feel fake. You feel the resistance in your stomach. Why does this happen? Because you are looking for evidence in the mirror before you have established the frequency. You are waiting for the reflection to smile first, but a mirror cannot smile first. You must smile first. When you feel resistance while saying, "I am," it is not a sign that it's not working. It is a sign that you are hitting the boundary of your old identity. That resistance is the friction between who you were and who you are becoming. Do not stop. Do not back down. Lean into the friction. Say it again. Breathe into it. Say it until your nervous system relaxes. Say it until the words stop feeling foreign and start feeling like home. This is how you collapse the wave, not by waiting for the feeling to come, but by generating the feeling through the declaration. And here is the science behind why this works so quickly. Every time you choose a new "I am," you are collapsing a different version of reality in the quantum field. In the famous double-slit experiment, particles acted differently when observed. Your self-perception works the same way. The moment you observe yourself as the one who already is what you desire, the particle of your reality begins to shift accordingly. When you enter the God state, you stop chasing external proof before you change your internal story. You realize that proof is the last thing to arrive, not the first. And this flips the whole manifestation process on its head. Instead of waiting for life to give you permission to say, "I am loved," "I am abundant," "I am powerful," you grant yourself that permission, and the field responds to your authority. After you declare, "I am," there is often a moment of silence, a void. Nothing seems to happen immediately. The bank account looks the same. The house is the same. This is the void of creation. Most people panic here. They think, "I said it, but nothing changed." But in the quantum realm, everything has changed. The seed has been planted in the dark soil. Just because you can't see the sprout yet doesn't mean the seed isn't breaking open. This void is necessary. It is the space where the old reality dissolves to make room for the new. Do not fill the void with doubt. Do not fill it with impatience. Fill it with knowing. Stand in the void and say, "I know who I am, and I know what is coming." That certainty is the fertilizer that makes the seed grow at warp speed. What is even more exciting is that the God state is self-reinforcing. Once you start living from it, your external results begin to reflect your new identity. And when they do, your faith in the process deepens, which amplifies the signal you are sending out, which brings in more aligned results. It becomes a feedback loop of alignment. Because the real magic of "I am" is not in saying it once with intensity, but in being it so consistently that the quantum field stops seeing it as a request and starts seeing it as a fact. When you step into the God state, something extraordinary happens at both a spiritual and scientific level. Your baseline frequency changes. Nikola Tesla famously said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." Your I am statements are not just words, they are frequency codes. Every time you declare I am, you are tuning your internal oscillator, your consciousness, to a specific signal. The quantum field is like an infinite radio dial containing every possible reality, and your I am acts as the tuner. Now that you understand the power behind I am, it is time to put it into action. Not as a morning ritual you forget by lunchtime. This is about living from your God state moment by moment. And to do that, you need to bring your conscious identity into every micro interaction of your day. Imagine you walk into a room and think, I am invisible. That thought instantly shifts your posture, tone of voice, and presence, and others will treat you accordingly. But if you walk in as I am magnetic, your energy expands before you even speak, and the field responds in kind. This is why embodiment is not optional. It is the activation switch. There is a 3-step loop I use to keep myself anchored in the God state. Step 1. Pause before you act or react. Give your consciousness the space to choose an I am that aligns with the reality you want to experience. Step 2. Feel it fully in your body. Don't just think, I am abundant. Let your shoulders drop. Breathe as if the abundance is already here. Notice how that changes your nervous system. Step 3. Move from that identity. Send the email, make the call, walk into the meeting as if your I am is already the established truth. Here's what's fascinating. The more consistently you do this, the more the external world seems to fall in line with your inner state. This is not magic, it is resonance. In physics, when two frequencies are in harmony, they amplify each other. The quantum field mirrors you, and it doesn't argue with you. So, when you say, I am, the only question is, are you broadcasting the version of you that holds the reality you want, or the one that is still waiting?
And here is where I want you to engage with me. Because speaking your I am out loud or in writing has a magnifying effect. The moment you declare it, you shift from thinking to transmitting. So I want you to type in the comments right now with certainty and full embodiment, I am in my God state. When you write this, you are not just engaging with the video, you are sending a quantum signal into the field. You are anchoring this identity in a way your subconscious can't ignore. Thousands of people could watch this and keep it in their heads, but the ones who speak it into form, they are the ones who will feel the shift the fastest. The God state is not fragile. It is not something you have to protect like a flickering candle. When you truly step into I am, you become the flame itself, unshaken by the wind. But the moment you start chasing proof that it's working, you step out of it. The God state lives entirely in the realm of I see it because I believe it. You are the observer of your own life, and every I am is an act of observation. If you observe yourself as already being, already having, already embodying, there is no room for the old frequency to survive. This is the truth you cannot unknow. You can pretend to forget, you can slip into old patterns, but somewhere deep inside, the truth will always be echoing, I am that I am. This isn't about forcing the universe to listen to you. It is about remembering that the universe is speaking through you. So as we close, take a deep breath. Place your hand over your heart and say it out loud. I am that I am. Let the vibration of those words settle into your bones, because from this moment forward, the universe doesn't have to wonder who you are, and neither do you. Until next time, stay rooted, stay radiant, and remember, your I am is the most powerful force in the universe. Use it like your life depends on it, because it does. You are not the seeker, you are the signal. Welcome home. Welcome, Quantum Core.